Have you ever wondered what lies behind the pristine beaches and locked gates of Billionaires' private islands? From Mark Zuckerberg's Fort Knox-style compound in Hawaii to Richard Branson's solar-powered paradise in the Caribbean, these islands aren't just tropical getaways, they're fortified sanctuaries, eco-utopias, and monuments to unimaginable wealth. But what secrets do these islands hold? Are they idyllic escapes, or do they hide darker truths about isolation, environmental impact, and the price of absolute power? The delectable appeal of private islands, kingdoms of confidentiality and prestige. It is less about escaping reality and more about having complete control when it comes to the ownership of a private island by billionaires. These islands provide an unrivaled level of solitude and security, as well as the liberty to construct a paradise that is uniquely each individual. Aside from the limitations that are established by the owner, there are no paparazzi, no neighbors, and no other restrictions. This is what makes them so appealing. Many individuals are motivated to invest millions of dollars in these isolated properties by the concept of Islamania, which is a fascination with islands. There are certain islands that can be acquired for as low as $50,000, but the wealthiest people in the world spare no expense when it comes to creating their ideal kingdoms. Whether they are eco-retreats powered by solar energy or resorts with villas that cost $100,000 a night, these islands are a reflection of the aspirations, values, and frequently the desire of their owners to leave a legacy that will endure. Necker Island and Mosquito Island, owned by Richard Branson, are perfect examples of luxury and sustainability. Although he is the creator of Virgin Group, Sir Richard Branson is the owner of not just one, but two private islands in the British Virgin Islands. Back in 1978, when Branson was only 28 years old, he made the purchase of Necker Island, a paradise that encompassed 74 acres. He transformed the area that had been deserted into a luxury resort that cost $10 million and could house up to 30 visitors, including 6 children. Located on the island, the Balinese-style home is perched on top of a hill, providing breathtaking views of the ocean. The interiors of the villa are decorated with handmade artwork, Indian rugs, and rare Brazilian hardwoods. Mosquito Island, which is located close to Branson and has been renamed Mosquito Island, can accommodate 16 more guests for larger groups. Both of these islands have an emphasis on sustainability. Necker draws 80% of its power from renewable sources, including wind turbines and solar panels. The fact that a stay here costs $102,000 a day and includes a personal chef, 100 staff members, and unlimited drinks is evidence that luxury and responsibility to the environment are not mutually exclusive. Lanai Island, owned by Larry Ellison, is an eco-utopia that costs $300 million. Larry Ellison, one of the co-founders of Oracle, made news in 2012 when he paid $300 million to acquire 98% of Lanai Island, which is located in Hawaii. Lanai, which was given the nickname Pineapple Island due to the old plantations that were located there, is now Ellison's idea of a green utopia, a project that is bolstered by his acquaintance with Tesla CEO Elon Musk is the installation of electric car charging stations. His objectives include converting the island to a completely renewable energy source, exporting gourmet produce, and establishing charging stations for electric cars. Henry Jarecki, a psychiatrist who later became an entrepreneur, transformed Guana Island in the British Virgin Islands into a refuge of muted elegance. Guana Island is a pristine sanctuary where nature reigns supreme according to Jarecki's vision. On the island, which was acquired in 1975 for a price of $16.5 million, there are 7 beaches, orchards, and hiking routes, all of which have not been used for commercial purposes. A-list celebrities, artists, and politicians are drawn to Guana because of its privacy, which is enhanced by the absence of clubs, marinas, and people. In order to preserve the natural flora and animals, Jarecki's enthusiasm for conservation resulted in the creation of a restoration program. The organic gardens on the island are used to create the meals, which are then cooked by chefs using items that are picked just hours before the meal is served. In accordance with what is stated on their website, The most difficult aspect of a trip to Guana is leaving it, and why. When it comes to conservation, Ted Turner's St. Philip's Island is a dream come true. Ted Turner, the inventor of CNN and a media magnate, paid $23.8 million in 1979 to acquire St. Philip's Island, which is located off the coast of South Carolina. This 682-acre paradise is not like other glamorous resorts because it does not have any golf courses or hotels. Instead, it consists of powder white beaches, undeveloped paths, and a home with 4 bedrooms that faces the ocean. In Turner's vision, the island would be preserved in its natural, unspoiled state. The coasts of this area are covered in thousands of opalescent oyster shells that have not been disturbed by human hands. Today, tourists have the opportunity to explore the trails that Turner has designated or to stay in his modest holiday home, which stands in stark contrast to the extravagant lifestyles of billionaires. Laukala Island, according to Dietrich Mateschitz, is the best possible hideaway. Dietrich Mateschitz, a co-owner of Red Bull, invested a total of $43 million in the development of Laukala Island, a 500-acre retreat located in Fiji. He paid $13 million for the island itself and $30 million for repairs. Designed to fit in with the surrounding rainforest and volcanic mountains, the island's 25 homes have thatched roofs, infinity pools, and organic gardens. All of these elements were incorporated into the design. Laukala prohibits public relations and paparazzi, so guaranteeing complete confidentiality for its most prestigious guests. The resort owned by Mateschitz is a model of understated elegance, featuring wild orchids, coconut plantations, and chef-prepared meals that make use of island-grown cuisine. The Cost of Paradise, a guide to purchasing your privileged kingdom. A private island can cost anything from $1 million for a rocky outcrop in Scotland to $500 million for a Caribbean gem, whereas Zuckerberg's Kauai getaway cost $100 million. A member of the crew of Guana Island was quoted as saying, "The wealthy come here to escape the world, but they can't escape themselves." Regardless of whether these islands are golden cages or peaceful havens, there is one thing that is certain. The secrets of these islands will continue to be concealed, protected by miles of ocean, and the temptation of complete and utter isolation. Subscribe now to explore hidden island kingdoms, uncover untold stories of luxury, and stay updated on our latest deep dives into the world of the ultra-wealthy, where paradise comes with a price tag.